Alrighty guys, so in today's video what I'm going to do is I'm going to be replacing my engine mounts that I have here. There's also one in the back. I'm going to be replacing them with these Innovative mounts. And I also got this Hush performance transmission bracket I'm going to put on there as well. But I think the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to respray them black. We got the primer down. Some of that logo is definitely gonna disappear, maybe the word part. Is what it is. It looks pretty good primer wise. So this is the paint I'm gonna use. Caliper paint. It's high temp paint. It's gonna be glossy black. It's good enough. That's what I got standing around, so just gonna do it. So with the engine mounts, there's gonna be 3 of them. There'll be one here on the driver's side. The second one is way down there on top of the transmission behind the battery. So we have to remove all this stuff to get to it. There's gonna be one on the very back of the transmission as well, which is probably gonna be the hardest one to get to, but we'll get to it. So we're gonna start here on the driver's side first, probably the easiest one to get to. So what we're gonna do is remove the radiator overflow. Just place it down there where you can't really bump into it. Now this bolt here, through bolt that holds it in, is gonna be a 17mm, as well as this top one here. Now this one, the bolt is underneath. Don't be messing with the top one, because it's just a welded on nut. But underneath it, it's gonna be a 14mm to get it out. And you want to make sure while you're doing this that you have a jack underneath to support it. I have it supported on the exhaust itself right now to hold the engine so it doesn't fall. Because obviously we're taking the mount off, so the whole thing is just going to shift down if you don't have something supporting it. Alright, so with the mount out, this is the old one. Honestly, it's in really good condition. There's no tears or anything in it, but I still want to change it out because these ones are still softer than this new one's gonna be. So now I'm gonna install this one. Should go in pretty easy, just kind of slide in the same way, bolt on top, bolt on the bottom, then a through bolt. So let's get to it. probably barely see, but the mount itself is just a little bit lower than it needs to be. So that's why we have it jacked up a little. So if we just go up on it a little bit, raise it, this bolt just will slide right through and get to the other side. Okay, now that we got the driver's side mount in, we're just gonna leave this one bolt a little loose so the engine can still rock a little bit, so it'll be easier to get the other two mounts in. But these two are fully done. Now to get on this side. To get to the transmission side mount, we're gonna have to remove the battery. You're gonna remove your intake tube if you still got it, and as well as this one here. So I'm trying to do it without taking the tube off because the strut bar itself is kind of in the way. I don't want to fight with that right now. But basically right here is where we gotta get to. This is the main mount that I'm gonna switch out with the Hush performance mount. So it's gonna go down below. The main motor mount that we're gonna take off is this one right here. There's gonna be a bolt here on the top, the through bolt, and there's gonna be one underneath that you get from the wheel well. And before you do any of this, you wanna make sure that you're properly supporting the transmission itself with the jack so it doesn't fall down. It's probably easy to get this bottom bolt out by just removing the wheel, but I'm lazy, so I'm just gonna go for it. Turn the wheel all the way over. Got a 17 on an extension. Let's see if we can get to it. It's gonna be right there. Oh. So now with the mount itself out of the way, we can get this transmission bracket off. It just has 3 14mm bolts in it. So this right here is the OEM transmission bracket that the mount goes to. Mine's not in that bad a condition. I know if you run like high powered engines with a lot more power than I have, these tend to like break and warp and stuff. So just because I'm changing out the brackets right now, I might as well install this. This is Hush Performance. It's a billet mount, way more thicker, so it should be sturdier. It just looks nicer. So the Hush Performance bracket here, it's installed the same way as the OEM one's gonna be installed. It's the same spot for the 3 bolts that go in. It does come with its own hardware. The new hardware is a little longer because obviously this is way more thicker than the OEM sheet metal one. My passenger side mount, it's in really good condition as well. So this one has the bolt that goes to the bottom. So this mount's gonna go in pretty much the same way. So instead of having a bolt that's gonna be like upside down like that one, the kit just comes with the bolt that you just tie in. Alright, so just like the other side, we're gonna have to lift this up a little bit to get this final bolt in place. Alrighty, so with the 2 easy mounts done, now we gotta get to the rear transmission mount. It's kind of hard to get to because there's gonna be 3 bolts on it, 2 in the back and 1 in the front. Right down the middle there, you can see the back one. That's one of them. That one way back there, you can barely see it. That is gonna be the second back mount. Then there's one mount in the front, which is gonna be right there. The ones in the front, the 3 in the front for the bracket, they're gonna be 17s. All the 3 on the mount itself, they are gonna be 14s. Lots of extensions, a lot of reaching. All right, so with all the hoses and this thing in the way, it's kind of harder to deal with. I'm gonna get the mount off first. All right, with the bolt out of the bracket, I just gotta remove this other bolt right here, I can remove the bracket completely, then get to the bolt on the mount. What a pain. All right, so my idea is I'm gonna get the back bolt on first. So with this open lip here, I could just slide it in, then get the front mounted up. So it'll be easier to like not have to thread it in without seeing where it goes. There it is all. Now all we gotta do is reconnect this bracket that connects it to the transmission. Make sure that you pay attention to the bolts because the front one is gonna be smaller size than the two rears. Now to get this last bolt in between the bushings for the back, just like the other side, you're gonna have to jack it up a little bit. Now we got the mounts all in place on all sides. Now we gotta do is fully tighten up the bolts where the bushings are at. Put the battery and intake back in, and then we're good to go.